court, obviously the shenanigans have started because you know, when it was like Atiku was going to get the ticket of the ADC, we had peace in the ADC because everybody knows that Atiku cannot win a Tinubu. But now that it is becoming loud, like audibly clear that PO is getting the ADC ticket, you can see the madness that came to the LP coming right to the ADC. Now, it's not even as if they're saying go back to the status quo ante, which is what the court has said they should do. Now they have gone and said there is no leadership for the ADC, pending when the court orders them to give leadership to the ADC. So you can see that it is not law we are practicing here. It is not the INEC processes we are applying here. We are just creating new things in order to do what? Only one aim: stop Peter Obi from being on the ballot papers in 2027. Well, that's not going to happen. It's not possible that the whole of Nigeria will sit down and let anybody or one man subjugate us. It's not going to happen. We have been working hard behind the scenes and we're getting the results, and you're seeing that there's a lot of collaborations coming in between the North and the Southeast, and it is the most fearful thing this administration can ever imagine will happen to them. And I've been telling you people, 2027, we are flushing all these people out. They know it. They see it coming and they are jumping helter-skelter using the system, the court system, to try to stop the Nigerian people. They cannot do it. The masses are always going to be more powerful than any unit, anybody, any government. The masses are still the people with the power. And if they continue to do this, then they are calling for things that will be beyond all our capacity to contain. All the politicians, the military will just come and get rid of all of us. I will start from square one again. And I hope that they will not let it come to that.
People are very anxious at this point in time, and time's of the essence. What is the plan, the strategy? What's the way to go now for the ADC?
The way to go for the ADC is get back to court and have accelerated hearings and get that thing out of the way and have a clear order from the courts that INEC should install. It doesn't even matter what government they want to install for the ADC, because right now, whether it is led by David Mark or led by Ralph Mosu, we don't care. We just want to have our system so we can get on and do this election. Whether they give it to David Mark or they give it to people that were before David Mark, it doesn't matter. But leaving the ADC rudderless is not acceptable. So the court needs to give an order and get the INEC out of our way so we can prepare. The congresses for ADC are starting on Tuesday. So right now, we can't hold those congresses because INEC will come. So even if we hold them, they'll say they're not valid because they were not there. And time is of the essence because we're only like a few days away from the deadline to stop, to do all the congresses and have the people ready to get into the primaries. So there is no time for all these shenanigans. They need to get out of our way so we can get our people in the front lines of this movement. Whether it is Ralph Mosu leading us or David Mark leading us, the result is going to be the same. So we don't really care what the court says in terms of who's taking the rudder. We only want it to be, okay, give it to whoever you want to give it to. We are still okay. But don't leave us rudderless. We don't accept that. And the man they are talking to, Gombe, was never the chairman of the ADC. So what is his problem? Whatever way you want to look at it, there's no law, there is no system. There's no way you can play this in the favor of the APC, or INEC is just being another legislative arm of government, this rubber stamp kind of people where you tell them whatever and they just do it without trying to find a law that actually allows what they're doing to be legal.
Well, INEC, being the umpire, now has basically fine-tuned its position as seemingly the author and the finisher, because you do meet INEC at a starting point, INEC is also at a checkpoint, and INEC is at the finishing line. How do you intend to contend with an INEC that has just ripped the carpet from under the feet of ADC?
The people. INEC is not bigger than the people. Even within the INEC, you have people that will rise against the people that are giving those orders. You have people that will tell you, okay, no, if you do that one. It's just about, okay, how far can they draw it? It will get to a point where Nigerians are going to say enough is enough, and we're getting very close to that. In fact, I hope that President Tinubu and all these people that are advising him and the INEC chairman, I hope they'll begin to read the body language and the nerves and the room. They need to start understanding that Nigerians have taken so much for so long. It will only take one little thing, and you will see massive reaction from the people that they cannot even control. I hope they can stop it. By the time, how did the Irish Spring start? How did the Irish Spring start? Irish Spring started by one person burning himself because they were tired of the maneuver of the government. That is all it takes. One little thing. I mean, how did ENSAS start? People got tired of the madness and then they went on the streets. This time around, there's just too much hunger. There will be just too much losses. We don't want to see it. We don't want the people to actually get so angry that they get out on the streets and they're ready to fight it physically with the government of Nigeria today. The government is just a few people. The people are 100, 200 plus million people. You can't fight the people. It's not possible that one set of human beings.
Hello everyone, I'm sure you just watched that video. Woo, almost 5 minutes. But I just even spoke to her earlier and I was like, sis, you know what, that's Eunice. And she was a one-time presidential candidate. I think that was in 2019. And I'm saying to her, I'm like, sis, that video, I watched it like 3 times. You really said it. Usually I do a lot of videos, but I'm very poor at watching videos. But this one, she hit it on the neck. Right now, they've seen who the threat is. And this is what I kept saying. The people know who it is. Tinubu is scared. APC is scared. If you see up to now, even with this nonsense that they are doing, that they're trying to remove the leadership in ADC, INEC just wakes up to say there is no leader. There was never a time that ADC didn't have leadership. So if they say status quo, go back to status quo anthem or status quo antebellum or whatever they say, they pronounce it. It means go back to where it was before all this war started. Go back to the peace. At what time did Nephew come out to say he's going to now say no, he was not part of it? At that time, you see that there was no leadership in ADC. There was leadership. There was never a time from the time that ADC came into existence till date that there was a blank. There was blank. There was no leadership. There was leadership even after they had transferred power to David Mark and Aregbesola. What happened? They immediately wrote to INEC and say, "Hey, this has been done. No, take the paper." They correct and say, "We've done a change of leadership. See it here." They sent in all the resignation of the people. They don't still see the guy's name there. Today, the guy is claiming that this, but anyway, it's not even about the guy. You know whose hand is on this. You know the people that are afraid, and you know who it is that they have seen that is coming. Hey, I always say, the fear of Peter Obi is the beginning of wisdom for those people, because indeed, Mr. Peter Obi is a force to reckon with, and you've seen it over. He's crossing bridges. Somebody say, we just say you should extend handshake across the bridge. You are building. You are over the bridge myself. Don't over solidify. He's really getting in there, and you see more and more people waking up. To what Mr. Peter Obi stands for, what Mr. Peter Obi is doing. And that's the fear that they have. And they have that fear that, if this man, the way he's going right now, it's a matter of, there's no how they'll be able to rig the election to win. Just like what happened in Lagos, where they were not able to rig election to win. They were only able to rig election to reduce, the margin, the numbers that were there. And so now all manner of shenanigans are being thrown to ADC. But let me say to everybody, ADC is there. The ADC leadership is working around the clock to ensure that nobody disenfranchises us in our own country. We are party members, and we must be allowed, the opportunity to vote and be voted for. And we are standing firm, and that's, that's the way it is, and there's no turning back on anything. We will get that Nigeria that we are all hoping for. Thank you so much for watching.